everybody, it's Hunger again, and welcome to another Fakemon Showcase. Yeah, the first Fakemon Showcase went really well. Uh, did pretty well on the channel. So I figured I'd go ahead and try another one. Today we are going to be looking at some Fakemon from CAPSLOCKE PRIME. If the name sounds familiar to you, CAPSLOCKE PRIME was very involved with Pokemon Clover. So you're going to see a lot of these mons are from Pokemon Clover or Pokemon Clover-esque. Some of them are uh, mons that didn't make it into the game. So yeah, there's going to be a lot of Pokemon Clover themed stuff in here. So I figured that would probably do pretty well. And of course, CAPSLOCKE PRIME also has his graffiti tag, so to speak, on one of the buildings in, I believe it's Animango City in Pokemon Clover, so you can enjoy that. And yeah, he comments regularly on my videos. He's one of my mods for my live streams, so he's around the channel quite a bit. So Altraria Gamer, the Fakemon creator from the first episode, is chomping at the bit to do another one, but I figured I'd go ahead and give some other people a shot first before we jump into Altraria Gamer Part 2. So without any further ado, we're going to go ahead and get into these mons because CAPSLOCKE Prime sent me over 50 pieces of artwork here. So I'm not going to spend too terribly much time on some of these because you should kind of already know what some of them are because they're from Pokemon Clover. But it's an interesting look because Pokemon Clover is so polished and good looking that a lot of the time people forget that a lot of the Pokemon creators for Pokemon Clover maybe don't have the most polished art style. Uh, so a lot of these mons started out looking pretty crude. So our first up, I'm just going to go through these alphabetically. He sent me a giant folder full of these, so I'm just going to click through alphabetically instead of looking for, hunting and pecking through individual ones. So first up, Anaconduke. So this is a early Anaconduke design. All the main points are there. Like I said, it's just not the most polished art style. But again, I'm not here to create or to critique the art style. I'm more interested in the concept, and I personally love the concept of Spank and Anaconduke. And here's the shiny for the same thing, so it's just basically recolored, which, pretty close to the shiny that we have in the game now. This is Balboa. It is a evolution for Anaconduke that did not make it into Pokemon Clover, but if you're following Pokemon Ultra Fire Red XD, this Pokemon does show up in Pokemon Ultra Fire Red XD. It is an obtainable evolution for Anaconduke in that game, so it's another reason to keep your eye on that. Here we've got a Beta Chancer. So this is a early game Chancer. Now, early on, Chancer had like an egg that was kind of spewing blood, and that was replaced later with a heart. So you can still see the cracked egg there. The sort of cracked egg design is still there with this early version of Chancer. This is D's Nuts. It's an earlier version of that. Not much to say there. It's the Super Saiyan D's Nuts. This is For You, one of the earliest versions of For You, if not the earliest. He had Wonder Guard as the ability there. Thank God that didn't make it in. that's cancer. All right. It's gay. So this is a early design for gay. Another Clovermon. Jeez. All of the stars and rainbows and whatnot. It's got the gay pride triangle there on its butt. All right. Here we got a early design for Hangini, and again it has that cracked egg. that was technically left in the design for Hangini, but you can't really tell from its sprite. You like because the noose kind of the rope kind of gets in the way. You can't really see the egg anymore. So, but yeah, I'm sorry if I'm going through these kind of quickly. It's just that there's a lot to get through here, and I don't want to be spending all night on it. We got Nut Jobber, and this looks pretty close to what its sprite is. So that's pretty good. That nut though. I'm still bummed I didn't find a shiny one in my latest shiny hunt. This is a early Pretzley. That's a thing. Way to go, Pretzley. Let's see what else we got. This is a early Spank. So we got the Spank design there, and again, these are in alphabetical order. It's a deal with the file names. So if some of these are like, wait a minute, that's not alphabetical, it's because the file name is not the name of the Pokemon. And then we got Unjoy. There's a concept for you. Normal Ghost, the headless Pokemon. I mean, it's just a head. It's not headless, but anyway, it's the head nurse Pokemon, I guess is what they went with. But anyway. Okay, so this thing, uh, it's called Bidoof. It's basically a Bidoof with two heads. I don't think this ended up making it into Clover, but it was one of the Pokemon that they were kind of throwing around. Oh, yes. Just yes. Uh, Hail Santa, the jolly old Pokemon, Ice, Dark, Snow Warning, base stats all at 111. Swoops into town once a year to eat all the cookies, drink all the milk, steal all the souls of naughty children. So it's an evil Santa Claus Pokemon. It's another early Clover design. Okay, this one's called Lemon, and it's Numel backwards. So that's why it looks like a Numel, but it's also a lemon. It's funny. All right. This is Mousecott. It's a early Clover design. It's a cross between Pikachu and Mickey Mouse, obviously. Both of them being mascots. So it's pretty funny. You Okay, so this is Shotweb. Uh, and basically, if you look at it, it looks like Spider-Man. It's got the hand coming out with the web shooter for a head. Like it's very interesting sort of a concept. It's another one that I don't think really made it in, but it's funny to see some of these things that didn't make it. All right, this is called Gecko Pelly. Gecko Pelly, yeah. Uh, it looks like a little chameleon slash gecko sort of a mon. Um, maybe a sort of a fighting type. The art here looks a little unfinished, but you can tell kind of what they're going for. You know, this is called Mortolan. Mortolan looks a little bit like a P-Dove. Probably why it didn't get used. But it evolves into Immortal Land, which is obviously more of a ghost Pokemon, and I thought that was pretty funny. So I think the preform, even though it looks a little bit like an early root bird from another game, really kind of justifies the evolution, or the evolution sort of justifies the preform, I guess is what I was getting at. This one is Angel, so another angel slash dead Pokemon. We got Fungimp. So it's a little mushroom guy. That's a good boy right there. This is Comic Crazy. Assuming this one has a lot of like Final Gambit explodey type moves in concept. It's another one that didn't really make it into the game or anything. Suppose it's pre-Clover. Little bird Pokemon, little bird slash fish looking thing. It's obviously it's meant to resemble an airplane, so it could be a bird or a fish or both, you know, or just an airplane. I don't know. We got a Mega Electrode concept. These are always fun. I think people taking a stab at what a Mega would look like for a specific Pokemon. Yeah. Obviously, it's meant to look like an upside down Master Ball. So I think that's pretty cool. Let's see what else we got. Mega Wheezing. I mean, yeah, it's about as expected. I mean, you can just have a third stage, call it choking. All right. This one is called Phantomonium. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Phantomonium. So it's a ghost type of some kind, obviously. So that's pretty cool looking. I like it. I can get behind this. Pikachu. That is looks sort of like a cross between a Pikachu, an elephant, and a koala. Or like I don't know, just get the koala vibe from those ears with those cheeks. But yeah, it's a little elephant guy. This one's called Smireball, and of course everybody kind of recognizes that face on that on that. Uh, it's beautiful. I love it. Uh, best thing. This honestly could have gotten into Clover, and I wouldn't have been upset. I would have taken this over Flamboyant, honestly. All right, next up, Shoe Fly. So it's a pair of shoes. It looks like maybe kind of ballet shoe, sort of a deal. But they got little wings on them, so it's an interesting design. Uh, then we got Toss Boot. I don't know if that's like an evolution. It reminds me of the flying boot thing from the Mario series, like Mario, where you get in a little wind up boot with the key sticking out of it, and you can hop around. Sort of reminds me of that. It kind of reminds me of a Mario character, but I like the concept. It's a good concept, I think, and I don't know if it's an evolution of the shoe fly or if it's just its own thing. But I like this thing. Alolan Anaconduke. So this is a Anaconduke that is also apparently a bendy straw. And it's got a snorkel and some flippers. So apparently it's a water type, I guess. I don't know. The Alolan Anaconduke. Holy crud. Obviously, you got meant to make fun of Alolan Executor there. All right, this one is called Blabos. So it's looks like, I mean, it kind of looks like a cross between Blabos and Mimikyu there with the little thing on the top of it. It's got little button eyes, and one of the button eyes is coming out. Really, I think it's a really cool design, actually. Um, Obviously, it's not as good as Blobby, but nothing is. This is like the main reason that Blobos doesn't evolve into anything, because you just can't mess with perfection like that. So, all right, here we go. Um, Canadank. This is Canadank. It's like a beaver slash maple leaf slash marijuana leaf. That face though. Good grief. It's a grass type apparently. So yeah. Okay, this is a dabbing cocodemon is what it's labeled. So, so it's cocodemon dabbing with its little bitty arms. This is called Day Night, and this is his Sentry mode. It's a Pokemon with 2 different modes, and then this is Day Night's Void mode. Honestly, it kind of reminds me of the Kool-Aid Man. It's got that Kool-Aid Man vibe going on with the sunglasses. Oh man! All right, here we go. This one is called Digigon. So, I don't know if anybody has ever seen Gone. There's a comic series that was around called Gone. It's stars a dinosaur-looking thing, and this is very reminiscent of that. I'm sure it's a reference to it, and also to Digimon. So it's just kind of covering both of those references at the same time. But yeah, I like it. It's cool boy, cool boy. This one is Dinklebug, and it's obviously meant to be a cross between Pinsir and the guy from Fairly Odd Parents. I think what is it, Timmy's dad? It's always Dinkelberg. So,
Dinkelberg.
anyway, uh, that is a good boy. All right, so this is called Dinothor. Uh, Obviously, Thor is as in the god of thunder. It's got the electric bolts coming out, lightning bolts coming out of it. Looks kind of like a winged Yoshi, which isn't really a bad thing. Wouldn't be the first Pokemon that's been accused of looking too much like a Yoshi. So, but yeah, looks like a good boy to me. All right, this is Fing Boxer. um, that is an interesting Pokemon. It says Ayo. Got a little headband on there. Got its little boxing gloves hanging out. So yeah, it's another one of those meme sort of mons. Oh my gosh, this one's called Mafiadon. Obviously the body is meant to resemble Rhydon a little bit, but that head though, the head and the chest with the tuxedo going on, I would rock that on my team. What a good mon. uh, I don't know what that would evolve what it would evolve from. Maybe Gamster. Maybe a Square App Gangster Mafiadon. Or Square App Gamster Mafiadon. That'd be amazing. Oh, what a good boy. All right. Okay, so this one is called Minion. It's a cross between Minion and Onion, so it obviously is a reference to Despicable Me, while also being an onion. I get behind it. That's a good boy. All right, this is called Mr. Nup. So that is an interesting boy. I like this design. I really do. Uh, I don't know if this is Mr. Nup. I don't know if this is supposed to be an evolution for something, or if it's supposed to be just standing on its own. But yeah, I dig this. I dig that design. The little hat and the leaf mustache going on there. That body shape though, I don't know. I don't even know why its body is shaped like that, but I'm behind it. I'm behind it a lot. All right, let's move on. No bully. So this is a normal ghost type with Reckless and Rockhead. Looks like a little basic Pokemon. I don't know if this would have like a Pokedex entry, like it killed itself because it was being bullied, and now it's a ghost. I don't know. But yeah, this is a no bully. Newt Gingrich. So this is Nuking Rich, Electric Fire. Obviously, with its name it being a parody of Newt Gingrich. Uh, but other than that, not really having any other similarities to it. It's got like the radiation symbol on its face, or a variation of it. I can get behind it. As long as it's not a nuclear type. Yeah. I could see this in Pokemon Uranium, though. I could. Pigpog, randomized Pokemon, can be any color, can have almost any type or can have any type combination, can have almost any ability. Pigpog is a Game Genie code for Super Mario Brothers that completely randomizes the game. Interesting. I still have a Game Genie. I still have a Game Genie, and I still have Super Mario Brothers, or Super Mario Brothers Duck Hunt. So maybe that works. I don't know. I might have to try that. Pigpog. That is a good boy. I approve. All right. So next we got Pumoji, and it's a poo with the pinch emoji. So it's it's basically just making fun of emojis. You know, it's like the Emoji Movie, but not as needlessly long. Like, the Emoji Movie didn't need to be longer than, like, 2 seconds. Anyway, all right, Port, it's Portse, Portsy. I don't know. Anyway, so I'm not 100% sure what's supposed to be going on here. It looks like a finger, uh, reaching around it. Uh, from like, is its mouth supposed to be like a portal, and the finger is reaching out of it and around? I don't know. This is a weird one. It reminds me of some of the Muppets. There's some of the Muppets that had that going on. And of course, it also looks like I'm a fire in my laser. That whole thing. It's got some of that going on too. So, not necessarily against it. Just kind of weird. I didn't get like there wasn't like a README that came with this that had like notes on everything. I'm just going by what I'm looking at. Rotom elevator form. That's a Rotom. I mean that's I like it. Uh, I like the idea of a Rotom elevator form. Actually, I am not against this at all. I don't know what type it would be. Maybe electric steel. Uh, I think that would probably be the best sort of typing to give it. There's already the electric flying with Rotom fans, so yeah, I'd say electric steel works, and that would really take advantage of Rotom's levitate ability too. So yeah, I can get behind that. I can get behind the Rotom elevator, Rotom lift, whatever you want to call it. All right, here we go. All right, this one's called Stinkubus. So, uh, gosh, it is really hard to tell what's going on up here. Is it like a nose up there at the top? Uh, yeah, I know it's obvious that there's a huge mouth and then some wings and some horns. It looks like that's supposed to be like a huge nose or something of that nature. What a what an interesting like it's weird. Um, yeah, yeah. I'm not gonna say I don't like it. Uh, it's just I don't have any other information on it, so it's just kind of like, okay, that's a weird boy. Uh, yeah. All right, this one's called Swordfish. That's kind of self-explanatory. Uh, Reminds me of the weapon fish line from Uranium, but not as lame. This is actually a pretty good boy. I like it. I like it. I like it being there. And this one is called Tai Chick. So yeah, it's doing Taekwondo or Tai Chi or Tai Bo or something. It's out here. It's a kind of cute boy. I could get behind it. All right, let's check what else we got. Wacky Wave, the flailing Pokemon. Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man. Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man. Oh, it's a flying ghost with sturdy. The look on its face though, like please don't hit me. Whatever you do. Uh this is a good boy. I like it. I like it a lot. Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man. Wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube. All right. I think that's the last one. So all right, that's going to be it for this showcase. Big thanks to CAPSLOCKE Prime for letting me show off some of these pieces of artwork. I'm going to put a link to his channel down in the description, so go check that out. He doesn't upload like super often. He's not like a full-time YouTube creator or anything, but he does upload some pretty funny stuff. I do enjoy his content when he does decide to make something. So it's one of those worth the wait sort of a channels. He'll put out something every few months, and it's usually pretty high quality. So anyway, thank you all so much for watching. I do hope you enjoyed it. And as always, I hope everybody has a great day. Bye-bye.